This is the MediaWorks video software series. I'm Scott, a media specialist at MediaWorks at BCIT. We're currently investigating ways to use Audacity audio software. And today's episode, we're going to cover zooming in on the timeline or navigating the timeline within the user interface so you can do fine detail work within longer file formats. So we see a file here, mono audio file, 4 minutes long. I draw your attention to these 5 tools up here. These are the ones we're going to be using today. The other thing that is possible to do is you notice the selection. You can widen the height of the waveform, especially if you only have one and you're not in a multi-track project. That's useful for seeing how strong your recording is. We can see here it's a very strong waveform, but what we see is a mass of waveforms, and it would be hard, for instance, to do edits within this waveform because they're so close together. Let's go over these tools and then we'll see how they work. This one in the magnifying glass with a plus is the zoom in. Next to it with the minus, the zoom out. Next to that, the fit selection to width tool, which is a new one in this version of Audacity. Next to that is the fit project to width. Our project in this case is just the one file. And then the next one after that is a zoom toggle. All right, let's try the zoom in. Let's hit it, click it once. Now we see our timeline time reference is now between 1 minute 15 and 3 minute 15. Let's hit it again. Now it's between 1 minute 45, 2:45. So we are zooming in time, and the waveform changes accordingly. And we could zoom in to where we could see individual waveforms, and we were introduced to the selection tool in a previous video. Especially for using the selection tool, we can really fine-tune our selection, which allows us to fine-tune the edits we want to do in Audacity. That is the zoom in tool. I'm not going to go to the zoom out tool yet. I'm going to go to the fit project to width tool. I'm just going to click that. Click it once. We're back where we started. All right. I zoom in a bit because now we know that I'm going to do the zoom out tool. We can see again the timeline time reference changes. Back to kind of more than where we started, even less than where we started. It would be very hard to make a selection within this area to be able to do any fine sort of edits at all. Again, back to the fit project to width tool. I think that we've had a good introduction to the fit project to width tool. Now we're going to investigate the fit selection to width tool. As it would imply, you need to make a selection. And then we click that, we make the selection, and we click that tool. So now we can see that we've actually, especially if we zoom out, we can see the selection we made. And that tool has zoomed in to the selection we made. This last one, we'll make a selection. This would be the zoom toggle. It goes the opposite of how much you're zoomed in. So maximum, minimum, or actually to the selection, back to the selection we were at. So we'll get rid of the selection, maximum. Then it shows about 15 seconds there. Thanks once again.